So for me, I honestly don't know why, for a nation that has procedures and for a profession that is well regulated, people of that profession think that running around on the media and shouting and attacking the Attorney General's personality when there are procedures to be doing these things. I heard General Legal Counsel, I heard Bar Association. I don't think Bar Association and General Legal Counsel. I remember when there was an issue with Honorable Dominic Kanyini, the CJ petitioned the General Legal Counsel. I remember even his lawyer, said Francis Sosu, saying that it was not, he said something, he said it was not right and all that. There are procedures and they know that. They are the same people that has to go and file these things. Because all these things that they are saying, if it's not filed in court, for a judge to look at it and assess them, they will give the judgment. But the fundamental thing is, Honorable Atuforsen is alleged to have caused financial loss to the state with one other who happens to be the one who was supposed to bring the ambulances. We have had 300 or a little over 300 ambulances in this country. We didn't have those issues. So bringing ambulances into this country... When you
say we didn't have those issues, how do you mean?
No, we haven't had issues with non-functional ambulances.
We've had.
They came.
We've had.
The 300 ambulances
we've had.
Came.
Yes.
They are not functional.
Yes. Check the ambulances that were sent in, the 200 ambulances that were sent in by this government that were supposed to distribute to constituencies. They were
309 ambulances.
Okay. They were packed at Parliament, you remember, for close to a year. When the minister was invited to the Parliament House to explain why the ambulances have been packed there for a long time, she gave similar...
Because we needed certain specific... we needed certain specific equipment in there. Like the one for... I forgot, was it fetal checks and all those things?
Yes, so they're all classified as defective, right?
No, listen. You are not classified as if... When you want to purchase something, you give your specs.
Yes.
You give your specs.
Yes.
Once they come in and they don't meet your specs, you let those things work. These ones were certified by the people who were going to use them. You remember the launch was even delayed because the head of ambulance service wrote a long letter pointing out issues, and that's his job, pointing out the issues that had to be dealt with. And all those things were dealt with.
Are on the screen.
Yes, those issues were dealt with. You remember, I think it was a 2-page or a 3-page letter from the head of ambulance service. Yes. He was engaged. That is how you go about this. He was engaged, and all those issues were dealt with. And we had a launch of the ambulances, and the constituencies are the ambulances. As for maintenance issues and those things, they come to the doorstep of us.
Over 300 ambulances that we brought in, the minister went to Parliament. Went to Parliament to say that these were the issues with ambulance and want to be fixed. And the issues were dealt with, right? Yes. In this case, there are ambulances that the vehicles came in not fitted. The equipment that are needed
and
to
were not
fit
dealt
into.
with.
Hold on, no, they have not been dealt with because we imported
and
them.
The issue is in
we
court.
imported them,
right? And the issue is in court.
When did the issue go to court?
The issue is in court.
When did the issue go to court?
Tell me, when did they go to court?
Why you are? I'm asking you. You are saying the issue is when did the issue go to court?
Is it not in court? Whether it went yesterday or it will go, it went 2 years ago. Isn't it in court? That's not what we are discussing. Isn't that what we are discussing?
I'm even driving at.
Okay, tell me.
When you accuse someone of causing financial loss to the state, yet we have medicals or things that have been imported to be fitted into these vehicles that were brought in supposedly to be ambulances, and they have been stuck at the ports for over how many years, and we're not clearing them. Is that not causing financial loss to the state?
It's causing financial loss.
You're asking me?
The case in court is Honorable Atuforsen has been alleged to have caused financial loss to the state with another person. They've gone in. They've pleaded not guilty. The state prosecutor, all of us, our lawyer, as a country, is the one leading prosecution.
So when Big C said that they would pay the money, why didn't we take the money?
So you think that all that we do in this country, right, there's an alleged financial loss to the state. Then the person just comes and says, oh, let me pay and let it be. Don't you think people will start also doing that because they know they will pay? So they'll go and run around with government money and come and pay back when they are caught. Annie, let me make my point.
But at Atuesian's case, we gave room for that.
What happened at the end
We
of
gave
the
room
day?
for him to pay.
You gave room on what
His
basis?
inability to pay.
It wasn't his inability to pay.
It was what?
It was a plea bargain. And what does a plea bargain do? It's a level of leniency. When the state gave him time and he didn't do it, what happened?
The state,
he was
that
incarcerated.
is what I want you to go
but
to.
Annie, we haven't
the
gotten
Atuesian's
this case is
the state gave him time to pay.
This case is ongoing, right? This case is ongoing. Me, I'm not a lawyer. They sent their their evidence and everything to court. The court is dealing with it. What is the locus of the NDC jumping around the case?
What's the locus?
Yes.
Okay, what
is the locus of the NDC jumping around the case?
That was the government that was in power when this.
That's the government that was in power.
Yes.
Right. That was the government that was in power. If you have anything, you think you're the person there, you want to support the person. His lawyer is there, right? His lawyer is there. Probably because of what he does now, he might probably have a whole team. If they really mean well from this country,
yeah,
right? They really want to see, and they really believe that Honorable Atuforsen is not guilty. Why are they diverting attention? The issue is in court. So this, whatever the Big C rep filed, right? It couldn't have been filed without all this fanfare. And does it have to take the NDC to come and hold a press conference? And the moment they did that, the government came on the wings of the MPP. Definitely.
They brought in a partisan political angle
to it. Why? This is the state against an individual and one other, alleged to have caused financial loss. Not see this one. 2.7 million euros. Let's even use the exchange rate. That is a lot of money. He says he's not guilty. He's been given his day in court.
But to be fair,
why do this?
But to be fair,
if you really mean well for the
to be fair, you cannot completely.
She should speak to the tape.
Sorry, you cannot
speak to the tape.
I won't speak to the tape.
Hold on.
Today, I'll speak to the tape.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because that tape is doctored.
Okay,
you come out and say there's a 26-minute tape. And you come and play 26,
to the tape.
Come and play 60 minutes. Why should I speak to the tape?
Is that not
Why
the voice of the Minister of Justice, Dame?
Come into the issue.
Speak to the tape and the conflicts of interest. Speak to the tape and the misconduct.
Have you listened to the tape?
Speak to the tape and the witness tampering.
But when you look
speak
at it,
to the tape.
It has breaks and all that. They started by saying they had what? Some 26 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, then they came to play how many minutes?
Yes.
You know, and funny enough, they have a whole
So let's assume that
chairman
they play
thinking that people are not smart enough in this country doing the commentary.
Hold on.
If they really
so let's assume
they should have allowed them.
Let's assume that they played 16 minutes of the tape, right?
Yes, Annie.
Is there anything on the tape that you heard that disturbed you a bit?
For me, honestly, if we are going to go, you know how these things happen, and you know the season we are in, and you know the modus operandi of our compatriots in the NDC. Always trying to divert attention for the main issue.
Not necessarily.
Right.
This tape,
always trying to drive the attention of the nation.
No, if you look at, you're not even a lawyer. I am not a lawyer. But if you look at what the lawyers have educated us on in terms of a prosecution.
The lawyers, me, have sat with all due respect, having educated me on anything. Today, Nanoye is saying that the Ghana Bar Association.
Hold on, the lawyers you sat with did not educate you on the conduct of a lawyer.
They haven't educated me on anything because their conduct itself is questionable. Then today, Nanoye is talking about Ghana Bar Association. She's a paid member. I sat with another of their lawyers on TV3 on Thursday. She said Ghana Bar Association has no locus when it comes to disciplining lawyers. So the lawyers I have sat on air with haven't educated me on anything.
No, I'm talking about...
With due respect to them, they haven't educated me on anything. But I think that let's look at the crux of the issue. 2.7 million euros.
No. You cannot. You cannot go there. You can't go there because that borders on the substantive of the matter in court. So let's know our limitations. I beg you.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's an allegation. So let's leave it there. And we're saying that. Hold on. Just for the purpose of platform. Hold on.
Is that wrong?
I'll let you speak. I'm saying that for the purpose of the platform that we're on, let's be careful. Getting into the crux of the matter.
I haven't gotten into
it. The main allegations on the ambulances, the cost and everything, exactly. That has to do with the allegation of causing financial loss. Yes. But the issue that has arisen from this, obviously, is the tape, which is not been heard in court yet.
Hold on. Is it in now that it's not
being heard? Has filed. Yes, it's not in court yet. That's why we are free to play around it. But the moment it's raised in court, I'm sure we will still be limited at some point.
If I heard clearly, the judge in charge of the case made a statement to the effect that they can say all that they want to say.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's the judge that will determine.
Right.
So why are we running around this issue? Why do we want to bring a partisan angle to something in the interest of the states? Do they really mean well for the state? That's the question we should be asking.
So what did the NPP come in to do?
Why would the NPP come in?
Why would they come
in? Because the NPP is on the shoulders of the NPP that this government is in power. Right. It's the NPP government. The states, the government is functioning as states. Right. The Attorney General, apart from being the Attorney General and the state's lawyer, is the Minister of Justice. The moment you wait, all these years that this case has been in court, have you heard the New Patriotic Party say anything about this case?
Yeah.
No, until the NDC decided to
hold a press conference.
Okay. Against the person of the...
Right.
Really, their procedures, if really they mean well, I think there are better ways, there are procedures, and they as lawyers know better.
Okay.
So there are procedures to call for an investigation into these things and try and stop diverting the state's attention to the 2.7 million euro alleged to have been caused the state.